Dr. Sands, the needs of a responder, I imagine, are sometimes different than other patients that come in here. Their life is very active. A lot of times I'm assuming that a lot of times they're more physically fit. What's the common issue that you end up dealing with when you're dealing with a responder walking into the treatment center?
I would say that their needs are similar to the other clients that we see, in the fact that their brain chemistry, still needs to be repaired. They're used to dealing with more stressful situations. Some of them may have PTSD, but overall their needs are similar in the fact that we still have to restore their brain chemistry. They may have problems with their energy production, adrenal issues, things like that would need to be addressed as well. But for the most part, it's restoring brain chemistry.
Is this a drug treatment program where you're using drugs to overcome drug addictions and other addictions?
No, the last thing we want to do is add more drugs to the system. Typically, they've had enough drugs already. That's what kind of got them in trouble to begin with. So drugs will not restore brain chemistry. It takes actually amino acids and specific formulations to get their natural brain chemicals back in proper condition. Now, we may use some drugs temporarily or to assist us in that manner, but the ideal situation is to reduce the amount of medications they're on and try to get their natural brain chemistry back to normal levels.
Now, these supplements are something that once they return to the station or they return to their police station or their fire department, these are supplements that they would then maintain?
Absolutely, yes. We can actually monitor where their brain chemistry is. It's specifically, we monitor two chemicals called dopamine and serotonin. Dopamine provides like motivation and energy for the brain, where serotonin provides restful sleep and happy thoughts and like a calming type hormone. So we can monitor where those are in their urine, have some idea of where their specific needs are, and then develop a formula for them that they would want to continue on when they leave. And also advise them to certain dietary changes, exercise changes as well, that will enhance those certain chemicals that they need in their brain.
How big a role does diet play in all this? I know that, my hours, you go 24 hours on, 48 hours off,
Right.
You're eating at the firehouse, then you're eating at home.
Mm-hmm. Diet is huge. If we can just eliminate sugar, I'm always preaching that sugar is the devil and root of all evil. And I firmly believe that sugar provides a lot of addiction, probably more addicting than a lot of other drugs that are out there in the market now. So if we can eliminate sugar, that's the one key thing for certain. And you are what you eat. So if we can eat healthy, live healthy, exercise healthy, it's absolutely going to play a major role with them.
How do I come back out of the first responder treatment program and relay this to my wife? I don't cook, so how do I relay this to her that all of a sudden I need to eat better or I'm going to go back to the way I was?
That should be motivation enough for her, I would think in most cases. But yeah, it's going to require a dual effort at home, and the whole family really needs to eat properly. It's just something that has to be done. And one thing I've learned after 30 years in the healthcare business, that diet is everything in health, and you've got to eat properly, otherwise you're going to have problems. And it's something that's got to be changed. There just really is no exception. A poor diet, poor lifestyle is what got them in trouble to begin with. And unless that changes, there's nothing else you can't expect anything else but negative things to happen. You've got to start there and improve upon that.
I think another thing I'd like to know is, I read reports, I've read articles about this, and it seems like there's all these conflictions that I keep seeing. I see this horrible trend, or what I perceive as a horrible trend in emergency response in regards to energy drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where are we sitting with energy drinks? I mean, I'm seeing fire departments stocking energy drinks.
Yeah.
What are we doing to ourselves?
It's becoming worse and worse. Your body will be as lazy as you allow it to be. So now by having an energy drink, bringing that into the system, now your body's going to start to depend upon that. So the idea is to not use any of those energy drinks at all. Once you start that whole system, then your body's going to crave it more and more and more, and your brain will start to become addicted to that particular drink. So the idea is to eliminate those things from the market or from the fire station, eliminate sugar from the fire station. Those are the kind of things that are really, they just have to be eliminated. It's only going to get worse as time goes on. Next thing you know, you need an energy drink just to walk up the stairs. So.
Wow. How do I know, I expect to have bad dreams after a bad call. At what point do I know maybe these chemical levels are off? How do I know that? How do I recognize that before it's too late?
Usually things will, in your mood, like certain mood things, symptoms will flare up. Here we ask the clients that come in, we have a mood questionnaire that we give them so we can see where their moods are. But typically if your anxiety levels are increasing, nightmares are increasing, your sleep is starting to become disturbed, your energy levels are low, all those are indications that there's something not quite right with your brain chemistry. It could also be related to something in your adrenal gland, or your adrenal gland regulates your body's energy. So sometimes that can be a factor as well. Stress, chronic stress can certainly affect it. You guys have a problem where you're not getting good sleep. You might sleep for 2 hours and then have to go on a call. So that's very stressful to your adrenal gland as well. So sometimes we see a lot of adrenal issues too in first responders that have to be addressed. And again, those are all things that we identify when we get the actual client in here.
Now, when you put me on your supplemental regimen, which
Right.
is, and it's yours because I've read the
Right.
literature. This is
Yes.
your stuff.
Yes.
When you put me on this, what can I expect? I've got this fear. I'm a responder, and I've seen guys trying sleeping pills and stuff. I don't want to be dulled. I've got to be at the top of my game.
Right.
What can I expect now when I'm on Dr. Sand's regimen? Is it what should I see?
Well, hopefully you're going to see you're going to be at your peak performance. We're going to see your brain chemistry improve. We're going to see your sleep pattern improve. We're going to see your energy improve, your focus and motivation. All that should improve. The ideal brain chemistry is one that allows you to function at 100% peak level. And if you're not, then we need to find out what's going on to prevent that.
Give me your definition of holistic.
Yeah. Holistic would be anything out there. It could be a food product, a vitamin product, a supplement product that is going to enhance health or your overall well-being.